Hello, welcome back to my tutorial for the Full Stack Developer series. And this video, we are talking about the Hibernate criteria. Okay, let me create a method like list product, and here the method name get on product, for example. So in the normal way, another ways that you almost do that, you will create okay, I just copy from above for faster. And yeah, if you want to get the list from the table product, you will do like this, right? But in this video, we will use the criteria. So if you wonder how to query your database in more pragmatically, flexible way without writing HQL like this or the SQL strings, this one is for you. So what's Hibernate criteria? So the first, I will remove this and create a criteria. Criteria. Okay, I don't know why my IDE doesn't recommend the class to automatically import. Okay, so just create a criteria, and we also use the sessions and call the method create the criteria like this. And in the criteria parameter, you just put your class, the product, your entity class, okay, like this. So when you build a query by Java code language like this, you can easier add in condition, filters, and rules step by step, all with object and methods. So what that's cool. Alright, so just try to use criteria instead of writing the HQL, okay? And here we just get the list by using criteria list like this, okay? And go to the app here, and now we move to use the method get all product like this, and just run to see what happened. Alright, you can see here we have, we also have all the records here, or all the items from the table product like this. We're just using a criteria like this, very easy, right? And now, if you want to make a registration using way, how can you do with criteria? But first, how can you do this with SQL? Is that adding more strip, SQL strip like this, where A is bigger than something, for example, and so on, something like that. Okay, but just think that if you have a situation like when you add you can add many filter in the same time, like that, in the same like code here, but you need to check. So for example, you have many checkbox, for example, and you need to check if the checkbox A is true, for example, and you need to modify the SQL script here to add in a condition for filter with the checkbox value here. So you can see that if you do that, it's very difficult for you, and yeah, very difficult, and may have bug when you do that. So when you use criteria, you just do this criteria add. Okay, you add this and you create a restriction. Add a restriction like this, and you just put some existing here. For example, we have between, we have equal and greater. You can see here many conditions for you. For example, if I want to get I want to filter with the ID from 9 to 11. So how can I do that? I can add greater for the field ID with the value 9. I get from 9, so greater than A. Okay, and then is the above value less than. Okay, also the ID and the value is 12, like this, and run again. Alright, now you can see here we have 3 records here with the ID 9 to the ID 11 by just adding 2 restrictions for the criteria like this. Very easy, right? And you can learn more about the restriction to do by yourself with the example. Okay, they are very easy. And yeah, and criteria also support the projection. For projection, you can use for getting some you can do like using the aggregation, like you can call the method min or max or sum. For example, now you can create an example to get the count of, you can count the sum of the product table. For example, create a method get total record. For example, and in here we also need to use the session and just put here, and instead of return a list, we now you need to use the unique result, because when you call some the aggregation method like the summary or the min or the max, you just receive one value. Okay, so before you can get the one value here, you need to set the criteria, set projection first. Projections row count. Okay, and because here we will receive a number, so we need to cast the value here into a number, because here you can see the unique result will return an object, so we need to cast the result into an integer. Alright, so we go back to the app, and yeah, we just recommend this and just print out the value that we call from the get total records. Okay, just run it to see what happened. Okay, we have the long, so it cannot be cast to to an integer. Okay, because the instance we receive is a long data type, so we need to change it to a long. Okay, it's very easy to change it. Okay, let's run it again. Alright, here we have the value 15 here, 15 records. Is that right? Okay, and you can also use other method, but I think it's very easy for you now. You just change it. You just here change the product here under the projection here, like the min, max, or something like that. Okay. Alright, and you can also add an order by. So let's go to the first method here and add order by criteria, add order, and you add an order with the ascending. Ascending is the same with the, so I think we should use descent for different result, and we will apply for the ID column. Okay, and just run it. I'm sorry, I forgot to change the code from the main method. Alright, just run it again. Alright, now you see here the order of the ID is reversed by descending. Alright, very easy, right? And you can also if you don't have any records inside your table, for example, you can return a value null, known value, like this, known pre-serif first or last, something like that. Alright, and with criteria you also can create the paging, the pagination. You can also do that. Okay, let's try to change the first method here by using a criteria. Criteria equal session create a criteria and put the product class here, and we will set for criteria. Alright, and here instead of set first method result for the query, we change it to use the criteria. Okay, and also for the max result here, and then we use criteria and get the list. Very easy, right? And now go back to the app and change a little bit here to get with the paging and put, for example, 2 and the size 5, for example, and let's run it. Alright, you can see here we has the second page from 6 ID. Very easy when using criteria, right? Alright, so in the end of the video, I will create another example. I think this example will be useful because you can use it in most of the time. In many apps, you always have a feature named search, right? You want to search something, so time for using criteria for searching. Now, for example, we can go back here and create a method. Okay, check copy for faster. And search product with name, and I will put a name here and criteria. Okay, and in here list product, and it's very easy to use, like a registration. Okay, you just add a registration, but this is more special. You add a registration I like. Okay, the first is the column name, and then is the value. So for the value, you need to use this expression, this pattern, name. Okay, and then just list the data, and then go back to the app and search with the name. I can put something like product 5. Okay, and run it. Alright, we have just one record here for product 5, and if you put 55, and there are no any record appear here. Alright, I think that is pretty much knowledge for the criteria. If you want more, you can search by yourself on the internet for the criteria. It's very easy. Alright, and if you like the video, please click on the button like and subscribe the channel. That makes me very happy. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you.